Good Sunday morning. This is hashtag everyone talking about hashtag everything. I'm Kate Doherty. I'm here with the radical Ryan, the practically perfect Penny, and the lovely Laura have poofed and loofed us.
Gone
but
again.
That's pretty, standard and typical these days. Anyway, however, we have the amazing Matt Halley, the almost as amazing as his wife, Sherry Halley.
That's right.
Anyway, they are here. He is here today to talk about the T21 event we'll be having August 16th. Matt and his family have put this on. Now, this is the third year they've done this benefit for Down Country. And he has got all kinds of things to tell us. But first, because I'm very food motivated, tell me about the food, Matt. Tell me about the food. Let's talk food.
Well, so we've got Chuck Arnold. We'll be back again. This will be our third year. I met with him last week to finalize our menu. We are going to do burn-in sandwiches this year. Chuck has got a world-famous Chuck's burn-in mac and cheese is going to be there. We're going to have some hamburgers. We're going to have some hot dogs. And then we'll have, our chips and our drinks and stuff like that. If we happen to run out of hamburgers, Chuck will be breaking out some pulled pork as well. So you should not leave this event hungry.
Oh, yeah. And did we mention how much do you have to pay for all that food?
It's a Goodwill donation.
A Goodwill donation. A Goodwill donation. Did you hear that?
Wow.
Yeah, it's very nice. Are you hungry yet, Ryan?
My stomach may or may not be growling as we speak.
It's so good.
And how nice is it? Like, the girls will have a good time, too, because it is a family-friendly event. Just FYI, guys. So, Ryan can bring the wife and the twins, and they can
eat all the food they want.
They can eat all the food they want, and they can dance their little party loving. By the way, if you're listening, you know about Ryan's twins, and I will tell you, they can shake their moneymakers. I got to see them in action a little bit, and these girls know how to dance. Unfortunately, so does Ryan, which is a little scarier to watch. But
where do you think they get it from, Kate? Where do you think they get it from? You know what I mean? If Dad's shaking the moneymaker, the girls can shake the moneymaker as well.
Yeah, well,
they are all about. It has turned into a thing here with this age. They have turned into, I want to dance, I want to dance, I want to dance, and it's just shaking their behind and just doing weird flips and falling down and doing the splits. And they feel like they're the coolest thing.
Well, they are the coolest thing.
They are.
Are
they are the coolest. They are the coolest.
No kidding, seriously.
Well, and actually, that was a perfect segue because, so not only do you have the amazing food, thank you, Chuck Arnold, that you can get for the Goodwill donation, that you can bring the family. However, this year, old Matt has gotten us not one, not two, not three, but 4 bands.
Oh, my.
We have 4 bands this year. So.
And tell us about each of the bands. Yeah. Give us a little bit of rundown on that.
So first year we had just kind of the 2 bands that played. Last year we had increased it to 5. The 5 bands we had were great. We each played for about 45 minutes. But we noticed when we were doing that, we had a lot of downtime from the sets changing and stuff like that. So this year we changed it. We cut it back to 4 bands, but each band is going to give us an hour and a half playtime each. So there's going to be less downtime. There's going to be more music.
And the music starts at noon?
Noon, yes.
Yeah, music starts at noon.
Yep.
So, and you can come earlier. I mean, you can come a little bit earlier. You don't have to come right at noon. Come earlier. Yeah. Get your lawn chair or whatever set up if you want to. But there's also the pavilion, because this, by the way, will take place at the Wyman's Pavilion.
Correct.
So
Correct.
Do you have the order of the bands yet?
Yeah. So up first is Cold Blue Steel. They are a duo out of St. Charles County. They have a daughter with Down syndrome, which was really important for me to get them aboard. They also have an event that they do in April. It's called Melodies Marchers. They've done this. It'll be 3 years, and they've raised $22,000 in their 3 years of doing it. They play music at their event. They have a silent auction. Her dad is part of this band, and he plays for them. So. Yeah, it's a great organization that I like to be.
And they do that event in April each year.
In April.
Yeah.
And awesome. And the money there goes to the St. Louis, the greater St. Louis area,
where
they
are,
Down Syndrome where they're from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a cool connection, though.
It is.
Like, just between obviously what they do, but what you guys are doing as well with this event.
Yes.
It's a really cool, and right off the gate too. with being the
Yep,
first
yep. They're going to be the first ones out. They would.
Well, and do they
could
have
not
a
wait.
Instagram, Twitter, or some Facebook page
Yes.
where you can go? Is it just
awesome.
Cold Blue Steel? Put that in the
Cold
search.
Blue Steel, yes. I will
so-
also link that to our event page,
Yeah.
so anybody can kind of check that out.
Nice.
But yeah, they're great. They had actually, I met up with them or through one of our bands that played last year, Clover. He kind of introduced me to them, and they couldn't wait to jump aboard. So.
Well, and actually, we probably need to back up a little bit. If you are interested in learning more about this event, you can go to Downcountry's page because we share everything that Matt puts on his page, and I try and share it to my personal page as well. However, Matt has an event page set up for T21. So if you put in T21, the event page will pop up, and he updates on there all the time. If you want to listen to the bands, like I said, you can go to their Facebook pages or or YouTube's. Most of them have YouTube, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so.
But Matt will have that link to the T21 event page. So if you haven't heard Cold Blue Steel and would like to, you can go to the T21 event page and you can check out what he's got on there on Cold Blue Steel. And I'm certain he'll be sharing when it gets closer to April, because obviously we're in July, so you got about 10 months now. I'm sure he'll share to the T21 page information on their event when that comes around if you wish to support them. But it's really neat. There is something about that extra chromosome that just makes you want to give back when you're lucky enough to be part of the lucky few.
Yeah.
So Cold Blue Steel's up first. And how would you describe their music?
They're just a duo, so they play a little bit of everything. He's part of a bigger band called Drawl out of St. Louis, but they play a little bit of everything. They have a little bit more of I'd say more of a country kind of a feel to them, a little bit of Southern music, So yeah,
I gotcha.
Cool. That's great.
Yeah.
All right. And then, so they'll play for an hour and a half.
Yep.
And then, so that's noon to 1:30 they're going to play. And then
Yep.
they'll do a set change break. And then what's the next band up?
Next one is Them Smoking Crawdaddies.
Them Smoking Crawdaddies.
Yep.
Holy smokes. I like some Crawdaddies. I mean,
Come on
there we go.
Yep.
So, okay,
Yep.
Them Smoking Crawdaddies. And where are they from?
They are from right here in the area. Steve Hufford, I know him personally. He is their drummer. He couldn't wait. He wanted to play last year, just didn't have the room for him. So we kind of got him in this year. So they play a little bit more of the 70s, 80s,
nice. My
kind of
vintage.
music. So yeah,
Wait, I was more 80s, 90s, but still, I like the 70s, 80s.
You're
so, yeah.
vintage.
Well,
You're vintage.
maybe
I
my
call you.
husband's vintage. He was born in
Yeah.
69, so he's
Yeah.
probably more of a 70s
is
dude.
vintage,
I'm
yeah.
74, so.
There you go. Look at you. Yeah. My goodness, Kate.
So
So that's
that-
awesome. So they're up, obviously. And
Yeah.
they played, if I'm not mistaken, they played at the Freedom Fest
Yes.
this past
Yes, they did.
year as well. And
Yep.
so, which was a couple of weeks ago, I should say. But so yeah, people that are familiar with that, obviously they'll be at this event as well, which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah.
cool.
So
Yeah.
far you've got free food and two great bands.
I
I
was
mean,
gonna
it's
say.
not a
That's a
rough
good
way to
start.
spend a
No.
Saturday in
Right, right.
downtown Hannibal, Missouri. So
And they're gonna set up kind of behind Cold Blue Steel, so there should be even less of a set change for them because they're going to be ready to jump up there and go right away. So
nice.
What do you got
Alright.
after them?
after them, we've got Steel and Copper.
Okay.
They were kind of our headliners last year.
Yeah.
They were great. They're a great
Yeah.
band. Last year we just had the duo. This year we've got the whole band's going to be there. They are mostly country, but then they also play anything you can think of. The only thing I haven't got him to play is some Miley Cyrus or something like that. I keep on trying to play around with him. I'm like, come on, let's break some of that out, Howie. But he's a little reluctant to do that for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, for reasons
But
unknown.
no, they're great. They had actually last year they had donated a guitar to my event, which we ended up
We
passing
put it
that
in
down to
Rhinestones
Rhinestones
and
and Rodeo.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Really? Oh, and you know what? You're going to have to wait for the fourth band
have to
because
wait.
Ryan's giving me, if you're watching, he just gave me the little wave. He tries to be discreet nowadays. Instead of giving me the big wave like he used to before we went to video, now he gives me the little
Try to be
discreet
like,
wave.
professional about it.
Right. Professional. You and professional
he knows
goes
you can pick it out now.
hand in
Exactly,
hand.
yeah.
Anyway, well, for now, this is hashtag everyone talking about hashtag everything. We'll be right back. Good Sunday morning. This is hashtag everyone talking about hashtag everything. I'm Kate Doherty with the Radical Ryan, the Practically Perfect Penny, and the lovely Laura have poofed and loofed us, but we have the amazing Matt Halley here. And we are talking about all things related to the T21 event that his family is throwing for Downcountry on August 16th at the Hannibal Y Men's Pavilion. You can follow him. There's an event page for the T21. You can pull that up. You can also follow on Downcountry's page. We share everything, or my personal page for that matter. I'm sharing everything. If he puts it out, I'm trying to share it. That's now, right. You know, he puts out a lot, so it's kind of hard to keep up sometimes, but I do my best. Anyway, he started telling us about the food that we're going to have on August 16th. Chuck Arnold's doing it. Mm-hmm. It's going to be amazing, and it's a Goodwill donation. Yeah. It is a kid-friendly Saturday fun day down there at the Hannibal Y Men's Pavilion. And then he started in the last segment telling about the first three bands. Can you recap those for us real quick?
You've got Cold Blue Steel leads us off, followed by Them Smoking Crawdaddies, and then Steel and Copper.
Yeah. And when we went to break, then we were getting ready to find out what's the fourth band.
Fourth band is Broken String.
Ooh.
So they have got a huge following. They haven't been playing so much this year because they're actually working on an album. Nice. You know, to put a new track out.
There it is.
Yeah, track. I couldn't think of the word for some reason.
I figured, you're good.
But I believe they just put that out. They just played in the Firemen's Benefit in Barrie this last weekend or 2 weeks ago. Yeah. And they couldn't be more excited to play.
We're so thrilled to have them.
Yeah. I believe, Kate, you know
I do. So. And actually, so here's the deal. If you listen to this show, you know that I'm a little bit of a control freak. A little bit of a control freak. However, when it comes to this event, I am actually not a control freak because Matt does all of it. Matt and actually, Sherry, we both know. Like, she does. Anyway, but anywho, Matt
does everything except for coming on this show.
Yeah, exactly. She makes him do the talking. But anyway, so I had no idea my friends were playing in the van. Like, I'm like, what? Oh, hey, cool. They're like, yeah, you didn't say anything about it. I'm like, I didn't know.
I'm hands off. I do nothing with this.
I don't know. He does it all. Like, I just sit back and look pretty. Actually, that's not true. I sling beer. And I mix drinks. That's right. So there is that.
Sold a lot of raffle tickets last year.
All right, we sell raffle tickets. We do that, and there will be a raffle, right?
There will be.
We're doing a raffle. You got some really cool stuff donated as well. I'm going to let him tell you because, by the way, we also need to give a shout out to the sponsors because there's some really amazing, amazing sponsors who are really digging deep for this. And then we probably go. Okay, you talk about some of our. I've got
Kate,
more.
Quit being a control freak. Let the
I
man
know.
talk.
Sorry, my bad.
It's fun. It's like torturing
her.
You know, I talked to her about this, and she's like, you know, I can tell it's hard letting go.
That's how it goes.
Anyway, so
tell us about the raffles you were getting ready to
raffles
talk about
and sponsors.
Right.
And all that.
Yeah, we're going to do kind of the same idea that we had last year. We're going to do our raffle tickets. And then you're going to just kind of decide which item you want to put your raffle tickets in for. So this year we've got a lodge at Four Seasons with golf for two and a cart. We got a one-night stay for there. I've got a Chateau on the Lake stay down in Branson. I've got an $800 Blackstone griddle that Walmart in Hannibal has donated. That thing is awesome. Yes. Like I've got an old, like when they first came out one, and I was wondering how can I switch this out and try to do my old one, but this one's nice. It's got the attached lid, you know, like a grill. It's got the pizza oven and air fryer and everything's built into it. Like this thing is nice. I've got that. I've got a Pappy 15-year bottle of bourbon. I've got a Pappy 10-year bottle of bourbon. I'm going to probably have a couple other golf packages like I've had in the past. Nice. So yeah, I'm sure I'm forgetting some things right now.
I'm certain.
But
and we do need Pepsi is one of our big sponsors.
Yeah, the sponsors Foods. I've got Neiman's, I've got County Market, I've got Hy-Vee's, been great. Pepsi, of course. Kohl's, Hincamper Ice just agreed to help us out. Scotty's Potties. The list just goes on and on. I know I'm forgetting a bunch right now, but
no, it shows obviously you were kind of getting into it, Kate, like their commitment to it and making this, a goodwill donation.
Well,
kind of thing,
and the
which is a
money
big
does
deal.
stay local here.
Yep.
I mean, like it stays local here to the tri-states. It doesn't go away. I mean, it's a Down Country is an organization that has no paid employees, no paid staff. So 100% is turning around and helping fund our scholarships or the iPads or whatever needs are right here in the tri-states, which
Yeah.
I think is something that a lot of places are struggling with right now because money goes other places and you're like,
True.
wait a second, we need it here and it's
Right.
not here. And so I think it's really important and we're grateful.
And I believe last year was the year that you actually met your first baby's first recipient.
We
I
did.
believe
We
down
did.
there.
We met I'm hoping to
So-
meet some more babies. So yeah, if you're listening, we have our Babies First program where any family with prenatal diagnosis up to age 5, we will instantly send you to the national convention. You don't have to apply for a scholarship. You literally give me a call at 217-617-3568 and we get you hooked up because as Matt knows, the medical research component, it's vitally important that we get these families connected. And so that's been our commitment. And I met Ellis. His birthday is January 27th, best birthday ever, my birthday. And he became our first baby first. And then we followed it up. So we've got some more families going. So it's good.
Have you given, I don't think you have yet here on the show, like time-wise and kind of just, you gave the band lineup, obviously, and the
Yeah.
food and stuff, but just kind of everything else, kind of a broad question.
Noon
there.
to-
So yeah, noon to 8 is what we've got it scheduled for.
Okay.
That 8 o'clock, I mean, depending how it goes and depending if I can sweet talk broken string a little bit, I mean, it may go, we can technically go till 10 o'clock at night.
Okay.
That's kind of when the city says you have to have it shut down. So depending on how it goes, but my plan is to probably start tearing some of the tents down and stuff, but we'll kind of see how it goes.
Yeah.
As far as that. But besides our food, besides our raffle, we'll have 50-50 there as well. Stardust Coffee will be there again serving the Lotus drinks.
Well, and we'll have beer and wine and
Yep.
all the things there.
All the stuff that'll help you dance a little bit
Yeah,
better.
A little bit better.
that
Yeah,
we
just a
will
little bit,
have
yeah.
all those pieces so that you
Your
can
dancing juice.
Yeah, there will be dancing juice there for sure.
A couple other little things that we added this year was Smooth as Ice is going to be there, a little dessert truck, to give, the people that are going to be there a little bit extra. And then we're also going to kind of have a little kids corner this year too. That was one thing that I was kind of lacking last year, I think, was seeing some stuff to entertain the kids. So we're going to have a little section of the parking lot kind of designated for them. We'll have some yard games and stuff like that for them to keep them occupied. So
No, it'll be nice. They'll have a good time.
That's awesome.
I think it's great. But now we've also been remiss because we started talking about August 16th because Matt and I are, all excited about dancing and
True.
all of that. However, August 1st, we've got something going on, don't we?
We do.
That he also handled.
My goodness.
Yeah, I know, right?
Handling everything.
I know. I
Are
need
you
to.
feeling okay?
Am I feeling okay?
Letting him handle everything?
I know, right?
Jeez.
I know.
What is going on?
I know.
she's just here today, isn't
That's
she?
what it is, yeah.
You got it, I
She's
know.
like, you
She's
guys
here
can
today.
drive. Just put
Yeah.
on cruise
Now,
control and go.
You know what I'm doing? I'm taking 115 people to Dallas, Texas
That's
here,
it.
and yeah,
That's
that's
it.
what I'm
Yeah.
doing. So we're gonna let you guys handle this
Makes
August
sense.
stuff, okay? How's that? Like,
What's August 1st,
and
though? What do
hopefully-
we got?
So August 1st, we are doing a car show
Okay.
at Neiman's Foods at 24th and Spring here in Quincy.
Nice.
And that is Pepsi and Neiman's getting together for that. So that's going to be at 3 to 7 o'clock, I believe it is. That's the time. I believe we're going to have food as a goodwill donation, and then all of that proceeds will go to Kate and Down Country as well.
and I'll be really
So-
and guys, I really do appreciate it because when we say we have no paid employees and no paid staff, I think a lot of times when people hear Down Country, they see the advertisements or hear, see the Facebook page, they're like, oh, yeah, no paid staff. I feel like that part gets glossed over because even today, like when we're walking into the studio, Matt gets out of his car while I'm on my phone. And, he's kind of like waiting to talk to me. Well, I'm just talking because I had a new mom on the phone. And when you have a new mom on the phone, like those calls, I mean, I started that phone call an hour ago.
Yeah.
Those are not short phone calls. Nope. And I will always take a new mom phone call. And And, I think people are like, well, what? You're the one. Yes, if you call 217-617-3568, you're going to get me. And then I will connect you to resources or say, hey, you need to call Matt, or you need to call this person, or call that person, or share depending, because it might be a phone call on a child with Down syndrome, or it might be a phone call on a child with autism. Or it might be somebody who's wanting to know something about county connections, in which case that's a whole nother, well, what county are you in? And so those aren't short phone calls. And so sometimes I think people don't realize what that kind of looks like. But the very real reality is I have an amazing volunteer board of 12, but what we would do would not be possible without people like Matt and Sherry, who help supply some of these fundraisers for us. And also without people who are like donating $17 at a time for our drive we're doing right now. Because guys, it's a ton of money to be able to get people where they need to get, because as everybody knows, costs of doubles. But we're going to talk a little bit more about all the cool, fun things coming up. For now, this is #everyone talking about #everything. Good Sunday morning. This is #everyone talking about #everything. I'm Kate Doherty with the Radical Ryan, and Practically Perfect Penny and Lovely Laura have poofed and loofed, as we've said in the first two segments. However, we have Matt Halley with us today, and this is the third and final segment of today's show. So we're going to kind of back it up.
Okay. All right.
Back it up.
Backing it up.
And we're going to tell you a little bit. So this month in July, we have got families who are going to the Innovative School Summit. That's in Las Vegas right now. We have families who are looking at doing a Bridge the Gap conference that I just booked them for. We also have families who I've booked for the ADHD International Conference. Look at what you got me
So
going
you're
on.
in it. You're ready.
And which actually will be in Kansas City, which is very exciting. So we're doing some early release of funds for that one, because when something's that close and it's an international conference, we need to talk. And there's so much amazing research right now for children and adults with ADHD that it again, very vital we get them there. And then at the end of this month, we have 115 of us right here from the Tri-States who are traveling to Dallas, Texas for the National Down Syndrome Congress Convention. And again, as we were talking about, costs have doubled. So otherwise, in the month of July, we don't have a lot going on.
That's it,
just
That's
a little,
it.
just a little. However, then we're hitting August. Thank you, sweet baby Jesus, because Mama needs some shoes, because this is expensive stuff in July. And so August 1, thank you, God, Matt Halley has coordinated a car show that'll be right here in Quincy, and it is August 1st, and it starts at what time, Matt?
3 o'clock.
At 3 o'clock. And we had a great time with the first car show you coordinated for
and
us.
that was in Hannibal that year. This year is going to Quincy.
Yeah.
So.
And can they sign up for that right now? And if
I don't know all the details yet. We're still trying to finalize that, but we do have the date locked down.
Okay.
More info on Neiman's Facebook page.
Okay.
So.
Nice.
All right. We will go there, because I know we've got some car clubs that were really interested in wanting to get involved in that last time we did it. And it was fun. I mean, it was a great time.
Well, I had to leave early.
That
part wasn't fun.
No, it wasn't. That part was not fun. No, Matt's daughter had a medical emergency while we were there, but the rest of us had a good time. Sorry, I guess I should
The
have.
beginning was fun.
Yeah. No, it was so well done. Anyway, so then August 16th, we have at the Wyman's Pavilion, we have the T21 fundraiser. You can follow that on the Facebook page. And Down Country's sharing everything that comes off the page. You will have a raffle. You will have kid activities. You'll have are we doing an auction or just a raffle?
We're doing raffles.
Okay, we're doing raffles. We have Goodwill donation food. Thank you, Chuck Arnold. We will have beer and mixed drinks and sodas and all the things. You can get a token. You buy your tokens, and then you come on up and get whatever it is that you desire. And that will be, I'm assuming you're slinging some drinks again this year, Ryan?
I might be.
Okay.
You never know.
All right, that's
what you
the
gotta
If
do.
we can get
plan.
them off the dance floor.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we can probably swap out. We could, but we'll have the
Or I
Down
could just
Country,
do both.
and we'll
There
have
you
the
go.
Down
At
Country
the same
trailer
time.
there. So we'll have T-shirts, we'll have sweatshirts, we'll have cups, we'll have all the things, because we've got some more of those glow cups, so we can do that.
Okay.
And we'll have the beat sticks in the air. I don't know if you guys have seen those. Those are awful fun that light up, it's going to be a great time.
It is.
And
It
I'm
is.
I'm thankful and grateful to all 4 bands who are choosing to perform for us, because, and it really is, we wanted to do this because as a thank you to teachers and therapists before the school year
It's kind of
started.
your last, summer hurrah.
Mm-hmm.
We want to kind of give back and let everybody kind of enjoy it, give a send off. But I do want to thank all of our sponsors. I want to thank the bands. Every band that we're doing, I am paying $0 to these bands. They are all donating their time to be a part of it. So without them, it'd be a lot harder to get people there. So,
No doubt.
so
It'd be
it's
impossible.
huge. It's huge
Yeah.
that they're willing to do that.
And you've been doing it obviously the last couple of years, and obviously on top of the car show and this, you talked about, of course, giving back to the teachers and stuff. Why else, Matt? Just from your perspective, why was this so important for you, your wife, to really do this on not only August 16th but also the car show as well?
Well, we've talked about it before. I have a daughter with Down syndrome, and we've had a lot of the same issues that Kate is trying to fix, that we are trying to bring awareness to. There's just such a lack of information that's out there that people don't have, and we wanted to have a fun way to help make that possible. Our event is basically just coming up with the awareness and then the money to be able to give it to Kate and let Kate drive that part of it, which she is so good at.
Well, I'm very grateful. I mean, but yeah, no, I mean, you got to realize there's a reason why we call ourselves the lucky few within our community. I mean, we are, and I know his daughter and my son have taught us more. But one of the things we do know is, I mean, when it comes to medical research and what they can do educationally, like it's so important to help these kids find a voice. It's so important to help them be able to achieve, because when a child's born, there's no limits on any child. And very often, just based on lack of information, they want to say, oh well, this is all that's going to be possible. No, you don't know what's possible.
Right.
It's a child, and then we'll get them wherever they need to get, and we'll do the best we can with what they have. But I do believe by getting families access to quality medical and educational, and doing it here just in the tri-states. You know what I mean? Like, we don't need to cure everything all over the whole world. It's just make it a little bit better right here in our hometown. And it matters. And I do think that people who meet Matt's daughter or my son or Ellis or so many of our other children and adults with Down
Melody,
syndrome,
who will be there.
You're going to walk away. It's not just a party. You're going to walk away with just, you're going to be changed. I mean, like, that's just all there is to it, because, once you know and kind of get to be part of this cool club, it really is a cool kids club, isn't it, Ryan?
It really is.
Like,
I mean, being around it, again, we always talk about the inclusion, point of it, and getting to be a part of something like it is really cool, and just seeing everybody, come together for such a really cool thing. I mean, I know it's not the greatest thing. It's just a cool thing that, Down Country, obviously your events and so many others have created to make it so inclusive.
Well, and I think one of the things that most people crave, and I could be wrong about this, but I do think I think most people crave acceptance. On some level, typical, non-typical, this, that, and the other. And I think one of the things that's amazing about Matt's event or Rhinestones of Rodeo or coming to an event where this focus is, I mean, it's 100% accepting. I mean, like, you're going to walk in, and you more than likely you're going to get a hug from somebody. More than likely somebody's going to offer you a sandwich. More than likely, somebody, random stranger's going to come up and just start talking to you. And I do think the feeling of acceptance is unlike anything that you find typically in the area, because normally, like, you go to something, it's like a clique. You know what I mean? Like, it's the art people or the jock people or the this people or that people. When you come to one of Matt's events or when you come to one of Down Country event, like, it's for hashtag everyone.
Right.
And I think that acceptance, well, I mean, that's why we talked about awareness to acceptance was the name of the acceptance piece is huge. Just meeting people right where they are, and then learning how to grow from there, because you should never stop growing. Like, I think that's vitally important.
It's a good point. I mean, keep growing, keep learning, keep doing different things. And again, it's events like these that help that piece of it all, and allows us to grow as individuals and as a group and learn so much about all of us. And it's just a really cool thing.
it's such a good feel good
Yeah.
event and something to be a part of as well. I mean,
Yeah.
every band, I always circle back at the end of my events and say, hey, what did you guys think? What can I do to make it better? And every one of them said this is one of the most fun events that I've ever done.
That's awesome.
Josh Mahoney that played last year from Avenged the Fallen, he couldn't rave enough about it. I've got bands already lined up wanting next year. I've already got one band already booked for next year's
That's
event.
awesome.
It's just it's so easy if you just ask or just kind of look around that people want to help.
Well, and one of the things, especially with musicians and artists, that so I'll always forget. Michael Gaines is the executive director for the Hannibal Arts Council, right? And years ago, we did one of the paint events, for World Down Syndrome Day, and he was paired with a young man with Down syndrome. And he said, I want to be able to paint like that. It's the freedom. You know what I mean? Like, just to let it
No
rip.
restrictions,
And I
yeah.
think when our musicians and, you see, and they see a lot of people dance or this, but there's a freedom of that comes for people with Down syndrome. And I realize I'm generalizing. Sorry about that. But I'm here to tell you, you ain't never danced unless you danced with somebody with Down syndrome, because they just let it rip. And I think from a musician, and they just love it.
Yeah.
And it
it up.
is from a musician standpoint, you're like, oh my gosh, this is how music is meant to be enjoyed without restrictions,
Right.
And I think that there's something about that that's very attractive to all of us. And
Yeah.
again, like I said, I know that I'm generalizing, and I
It's
know not all
carefreeness.
people
It's
with this.
carefreeness and an
but-
enjoyment.
Yeah.
But
of
yeah.
it all. Yeah, that's
But
a
I
great
think
point.
it's-
It really is. I mean, seeing everyone kind of just dance and have fun and enjoy each other's company, there is a freeness to that. And I think it doesn't surprise me what you're saying, Matt, like with bands coming to this event, seeing obviously the group and the individuals that come to it and wanting to be back and wanting to be a part of it again and raving about it, because again, there's like you've been saying, it's a carefreeness to it that is really, really cool.
Well, and in this case, I love the fact. I mean, kudos to all of our little towns around here, but I do think it's fun that you're down at the Hannibal Riverfront, which is
Yeah.
fun. They've done a lot of work down there. Kudos to
Yeah,
all of
they
them.
have.
And you can come in and then you can go shop for a little bit and you can come back out. It's not like it's not
Yeah.
once you're in, you're stuck. I mean,
Right.
you can
Yeah, it's
truly
come and go.
enjoy the
Yeah.
whole
Yeah.
downtown area
Yeah.
and enjoy meeting friends. Are you giving me a wave
I
already?
am, yeah.
Matt, he does this all the time.
Time
to me.
flies, doesn't
I
it?
know it does.
Such a
What?
jerk.
All right, hey guys, we're gonna have Matt back on again in a couple weeks. But if you end up watching the show on social media, please share it
Yes.
so people can have an idea of what's going on. Send people the T21 Facebook page or Downcountry's Facebook page. We'll be updating as quick as we can, because I know there's gonna be more great things, and we really do appreciate the support. And so.
Yeah.
If you're a company or an individual that still wants to help out, want to be a sponsor, anything like that, please reach out. I know Kate can definitely use that money.
Absolutely.
So we can go ahead and use all the help we can get. So.
All right. For now, this is #everyone talking about #everything. Be blessed.